Let's get to best bets for UFC Fight Night 205. Sean Zerillo, you can go first.
Yeah, I'm going to take Clay Guida at -110 against Claudio Puelles. I think Puelles being a little bit overrated here based upon his win streak, but a lot of those he was trailing in every single fight and just happened to snatch up a submission. He is a guy who is losing until the moment he wins, but unlike other guys like that who we've bet on this podcast in the past, like one of our favorites, the Bear Jew Paul Craig, he does not have a good guard game. He's not going to trap you in a guillotine. He's not going to do things that have caught Clay Guida in trouble in the past. He needs to snatch up a leg lock or something weird. He needs you to make the mistake. He's not going to snatch up, or he's not going to create a mistake and capitalize on it. So I expect Guida to absolutely dominate the minutes here. Should have the advantage on the feet. Definitely has the advantage with the wrestling. I think he can rinse and repeat with the takedowns, hold Puelles down, stay safe, keep his head out of the guillotine. That is going to be the key, even though, as I said, Puelles doesn't have a guillotine submission on his record, I believe. So Guida, just purely with cardio, should be able to overwhelm and eventually drown Puelles. Puelles has not shown good cardio in the past either. He tends to fade in round 3. I actually think Guida might be able to get a 10-8 in round 3. So there's a chance that he just needs to win one of the first 2 rounds in order to win this fight. He's going to have such a dominant round 3. So wrestling is life, bro. Give me Clay Guida at -110.
UFC Fight Night 205. Billy, best bet.
Yeah, I think Sean's probably right on that, but I'm just like 5 years removed from being willing to bet a million-year-old Clay Guida at this point. I just can't bring myself to do it. We talked about, age versus mileage. He's got both. He's 40 and has well over 50 professional fights. It's really hard to click that button, even though I do think you're probably right. But as I referenced before, I'm coming back to the Dean Barry fight. I'm kind of surprised some of the secondary lines on this fight. I thought, everyone would have him as just an absolute smash. But you can get Barry to win in round 1 at +130 on DraftKings. I think it's probably that should be favored, but there's a ton of different bets along those lines that you can do. I would take the under 1.5. I like Barry inside the distance at -225 or so. -200 is the better line. And then, if you want to lay -1,000, I think it's the best Barry line right now. That's probably a good bet too. He should be about -10,000, I think. So all of those bets based on Mike Jackson just being terrible and having no business being here are in play. But my favorite is the round 1 line at +130.
It's rare you see a UFC fight that you're so suspicious might be fixed going in that you're just like, I mean, it seems like free money. I don't disagree at all. Mike Jackson has no business being here. And frankly, I don't know what he's been up to for the past 4 years.
Not fighting, as we can see, which is
maybe
we
not
didn't really
even
get into it. We talked about it. We talked about it off the pod, but it seems like because that last fight was a no contest, the UFC just contractually had to give him one more, and everyone's been dragging their feet for 4 years, but who knows?
I think they were playing phone chicken, hoping that neither would call the other, but eventually Jackson asked for the fight. The UFC was like, who's the worst guy we can give you?